Now that some of the Broadway theaters are open, I can get closer up. I did a series of these from outside through the doors, but that was some months ago, maybe a year ago now. This is the Winter Garden Theater, where I saw Cats. Actually, I saw Cats when I came here in 1989 to audition for Juilliard. And when I actually moved down here, or moved up here rather, I remember thinking, wow, that's great, now I can see Cats every day, now that I live in New York. And of course I never did. Until they announced it was going to close. After, I think it was 17 years, longest run ever at the time. And I saw it and it was awful. It really was dead. It was really so tired by then. But these are probably the same payphones that were here when I saw this show in 1989. Let me make sure this one doesn't work, even though I'm certain it does not. Yeah. NDT. The reason I say that it was so awful when I saw it the second time was that it was made a huge impression on me when I saw Cats the first time. And I thought it was the blockbuster, and maybe it was just a different energy back then because the show hadn't been playing very long. But like I said, it was a real bummer seeing it again.
Do you think those are definitely better than like your 259? Okay, let's do that then.
I don't know when these fell out of service, but PTS did pick them up, or at least they picked up this one. Get up close again. I don't think they picked up this one. And it doesn't look like there was ever any PTS branding on this. I'm going to try to get into Carnegie Hall in a little bit, because there are still a couple of phones in there. They're having their opening night gala tonight, and I'm not going, but I'm going to see if I can sneak in while the audience starts showing up. Welcome to Old Broadway. Just got here right as that fire truck made too sharp a turn, or maybe this SUV was not where it was supposed to be. But you just heard this tearing sound of metal come off of that SUV, and the fire truck. I guess they're gonna have to send another truck to go to whatever they were responding to. Dang, that was a horrible sound of that metal come ripping off. Could have been a lot worse though.
Box office is actually right over here.
I just want to photograph the payphone, if that's okay.
Sorry?
The payphone is what.
Oh, okay.
I don't see too many of these, so.
Yeah, no, I know.
These Broadway theaters used to be the most reliable place in Midtown where you could find a payphone that not only worked, but you could make a call in peace and quiet. These are all gone now. These are all dead. This one had a TTY. It was a PTS rig, and most of these I think still worked pre-pandemic, but not anymore. And that one was at the Long Acre, where I guess Princess Diana is now playing. I don't know anything about that show. The Neil Simon is where I saw Jesus Christ Superstar in one of its many, many revivals. And that was probably the best show I've ever seen on Broadway. And just as I start this fascinating discussion, a truck intrudes upon my line of sight. But I think there's a phone in that theater, but it's not open yet. I mean, there's something going on in there, but they're clearly not welcoming the public at this time, so try another time. But man, that show was incredible. I did not want to leave the theater. Well, that's too bad. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to just slip into Carnegie Hall and not cause a distraction. They're not letting anybody in at this time in anticipation of the festive opening night gala. I'm not going to that, but I do want to see Yuja Wang sometime. She's the hotshot young pianist of the moment. I've seen a lot of concerts here. I had season tickets for, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years, where I'd see, I think, 6 concerts a year. All the great pianists. Arkady Volodos. Was it Alicia De La Rocha? I think I was. Daniel Barenboim. Mikhail Pletnev. This is where I saw Marc-Andre Hamlin perform the Busoni Piano Concerto. That was memorable. Anyway, there are a couple of payphones in the lobby, but I'm going to have to pick a less conspicuous time to look for them. Well, this is an unexpected detour, but the Trump Tower public space is open again after like a year and a half, I think. And I could use a bathroom right about now, but there's also should be another surprise down here. Let's see. Well, the sign says telephones, plural, but I know better. At least I think I do. I did not expect this to be open ever again, to be honest. I know Trump hates having to have this public space. Yeah, there it is. But, Trump doesn't live here anymore. PTS never picked this one up. And there used to be, I think, 7 or 8 of them down here. And tons of them throughout the building. Every shop had one. And there used to be a lot of shops here. But the others used to be on this wall, which used to have the signature tacky gold-colored reflective surface. And there were a bunch on this wall, too.